Okay, hi. Hello. I got stuff all in the kits, so I'll go through with it on the kits. I got a practice sheet we're going to kind of practice and then do it on the cookie. I got some prep, some not. So my name is Carrie Hass. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I used to do big parties with my friends with our kids, and then we just started doing it. So we just kept going from there and there. Now I do weddings, anything with sugar, so.
Did you do your nails?
No, I didn't do my nails. I have. So, okay, if you guys want to go ahead and open your kits. And I do a cream cheese sugar cookie, and it has a cream cheese icing. So you can do royal icing, even the pre-canned icings that they're thinned out. I just like the cream cheese because it will harden if you give it a little bit of time, and it has better taste.
Will you be giving us the recipe for your cream cheese frosting or a cream cheese?
I can do the frosting. I don't do the cookies.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Or any recipe that you think would be good.
Yeah, and there's so much online that you can find to try and play with it too. And the royal icing, you can get the little meringue powders.
Okay.
So that's what makes that really easy. But it dries quick, which is good for some things, but not for other things. So I was just going to do some starting techniques that you can take a lot fancier. You can keep them simple. Inside the little discs is a cookie, and that's just a sample, so you didn't have to wait.
All right. Thank you.
And I could not find the right knives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe those little sprinkles for the cookies that you're making.
All I could find were these kind of knives. So they will leave little lines when we smooth. That's why I went ahead and did the bigger bag of white so you could do the flood. I don't do the line and then the flood technique because you have to bag so many more things to do that. Which if you're doing, 2 dozen at home, it's not a big deal. But
What's that?
when you're doing 50. When people do the outline around the cookie with the stiffer frosting, then come back in and flood it, it just takes a lot of time to bag everything. So I do a general smooth, which I've already done a few because we're going to come on top and do the details. And then let that harden a bit, and then you come, unless you're doing a wet on wet technique, which we'll do first. And then you kind of let them harden, and if they set like overnight, then you can stack them in a box on a tray. So they work really nice. On the first one, on the sheets, I've got a little area which I thought might be fun to flood. Actually, I have an extra sheet. You don't have to fill that all, but it will help your technique if you just kind of fill a portion of that with the white. I got scissors every couple of people. I didn't clip anything because they dry out quick. So you want to clip just the tip, and you want to clip small because you can always do bigger if you want it. You can't put it back if you cut too big. So if you want to cut the tip, and then and if you want to go ahead and cut the tips of all of them so they're ready to go. Yeah, probably good.
Is this one something special?
That's a black, yeah, and we don't have too much of it, so that's why I just had a tiny bag. But yeah, you can clip all those bags.
It's simple.
Yeah.
But it's
Then when we put something simple on it, and
I like the elegant. It's elegant.
Got in there.
if you want to clip all the tips, said you can always clip a little more if you get it too small.
Is that black?
That's black, yeah, and we're just going to use that as a snowman, so I didn't have to need very much of it. But you do want to go ahead and clip it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good recipe, huh? Good cookie. I still think that the gimbal to somebody in
Cut real deep because it doesn't cut very good underneath.
You.
I didn't know what flooding was. And then you
Yeah.
Just fill up.
A lot of those videos you watch on Pinterest, they flood them all, but then you have to have 2 bags of every color, and I rather smooth it on than. Did everybody get them cut?
I haven't even started.
Oh.
Here, you need scissors?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you done all the black one too?
Do we need to cut them
Yeah, if you want to cut the tips on them.
everything?
Yeah.
So is this what you use, or do you have a bag, a special
I
bag?
like to buy the little thicker bags. I do a lot of these disposable ones for the cookie kits and stuff like that. So, but yeah, they're nice for especially dark colors if you know you're not going to use a lot.
Right.
I use mine so much that I buy the little heavier bags just to keep them.
Where did you get your bag?
You can get some of those at Walmart and Dillon's. If you order online, sometimes you can get bigger packs for a little less, but Hobby Lobby also has a really good selection of stuff, so. Okay, if you guys wanna go ahead and just, I'll try and show this, I don't know if it's gonna be easy for everybody to see or not.
That's what we're
But
supposed to do.
just kinda do a flood circle. You're just gonna oblong circle lines.
This first one here?
Yeah. And then on top of that,
She meant to fill it all in.
just kind of doing a little flood, just a row.
Oh, you mean do lines? You mean do lines or do the whole thing?
Just,
solid?
yeah, you don't have to fill that whole thing in, I just kind of gave a
Oh,
area.
okay.
Yeah, we're just kind of doing the little bit so you can practice a technique before you do the cookie. Kind of flood it a little bit.
It's only a half flood then.
Yeah, like a half flood. And on the first one, you're gonna just do lines. So take whatever color, your red or your green. You're gonna just draw little lines.
With the red.
Like a candy cane line?
Like right beside it, the lines I have, just draw a bunch of those lines.
Okay.
So we got 2 sets of red and light.
Yeah, kind of like that. It could just be a stripe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you went across.
Yeah, like we crossed it.
That's what I started, and then I thought you were going the other way.
Just kind of across it. And then you're gonna take your toothpick that's on your plate, and you're just gonna drag it through. And you instantly get a little design. And on the bag, sometimes it helps to hold, you wanna push it all down, that's why I tried to knot them. Like do a twist and hold them between your hands. You get better control.
What do you do with the stripes again?
Then you're gonna just drag your toothpick through and give you kind of a,
This is so cool.
Drag it just up
Yeah.
and down?
yeah, just once or twice and
That
then
is so cute.
get an instant design.
Turn it.
Mine just turned red.
Yeah, if you do too much.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Write it down across.
See back there?
Really nice. This is
Just
how
gonna
you
pull,
do this
pull your
one. I don't know how to
toothpick
do
through
this.
it.
Mine is unusual.
Then on the next one, you do the same thing, but you're gonna add dots. And you can see you don't need very much to flood it. We're gonna do the same thing on the next one, but we're gonna add dots, and then you're gonna pull through them.
Don't get your.
And don't get your sleeves in.
Yeah, she don't wear
A lot of
sleeves.
times, with just a little shake, like if you're gonna cook, you know, just a little shake, or you use your toothpick to swim it through.
Oh,
But a lot of times, if it's thinner, it'll kind of smooth itself out. If you know if it's not smoothing out, it's your icing's too thick to try and do that.
So what are we doing here?
So we're just gonna do little dots and then drag through that and see the different kind of look. Yeah, you can zigzag, straight, swirl. It's a neat way to add just a touch of color, but you kind of do something neater. I got it on one of the cookies up here. I guess I got a couple. or you can instantly get a couple colors. That way you can get away with making a big batch of white, a little batch of your colors, and you wouldn't have to bag it. You could just drop it by toothpicks, drop it, you know.
So
you
that
didn't have
your candy
bags.
cane, you put the white and then put a red over it and then drag through.
This one I'll
like-
show at the end how to do the candy cane. But like this here was just swirled. Just put a couple dots of red and green and swirled through. And then I do have, it's really cool, they have these called disco dusts. And a little dot of gold or silver. It's really cool. It's like instant upgrade.
Yeah.
To add that little bit of sparkle in there.
What are some of the options for dragging through the circles, the dots?
You can zigzag on those or go straight. When you're doing a bigger cookie, you can see better. On these small ones, it's kind of just to practice it, yeah. But you can swirl those all together, or you
Just
can
cut off
just
too
drag
much
it.
of the top.
Yeah, I did a very little bit, so it makes
That's
it
what I
easy.
should have did.
And if you want to dump the sprinkles out of the little cups, if you want to scrape your sheet and not keep it on there, that's what I left out, so you can scrape off, or you can leave them on the sheet.
When do we put the scrape in here?
Oh, I did let my project quite a while.
Yeah, you got to keep your dots small.
Well, no, I mean the white and then the white
uh-huh.
area
I
was the
thought
first
we
Yeah.
did decorations for the cookies.
On the last one, it's the same thing, but we're going to do two colors.
They are, that's what it's called.
And then you can see how they swirl together, and that's where you do
What do
little
you
pops
do
of that
with
glitter.
colors?
It's kind of neat.
Two colors where? Just like half and half?
Like swirl them together. You want to just spread them out because you're going to swirl them all together.
Oh.
Just one color now.
I think it plugs up occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't fill it in.
Somebody's got to pinch it
I
out.
don't think.
No, you just make them.
I can't either. I was winging
You
it.
kind of put the dots and then you just swirl everything together. So then you kind of,
Yeah,
and that looks neat on any shape of cookie. You cut just a stripe or just a half of it. I mean, you don't, but it's easy to do the whole thing. And it's really neat for kids because then you can dot it and they can swirl it.
Is there a certain location for the dots?
No,
Okay.
not unless you're doing something specific. But yeah, as I said, sometimes just half a cookie or just a stripe would make it look neat besides doing too much.
So do you put them in a row or something?
Yeah, I usually we'll do like 3 spread out and then do 3 in between. So you kind of
Well, I turned the sound off. I
What
can't.
does she mean by that?
have them all spread out and then you blend them together.
So if you kept them apart and then.
Kind of, might need to cut just a little bit more. Sometimes you have to pinch it off if it starts to dry. That's with the royal icing, you have to have a wet cloth that your bag sets in every time you put it down because they get hard really fast and you gotta pinch them out of there.
Well, and that doesn't taste as good.
It just tastes sweet. It's hard to put much with it. It's just sweet, but it does nice hard enough for a tray or displays or.
That looks like a cactus. Don't bite off too far.
Yeah, did you get them one bit too wet?
Well,
It's a hard effort, it's kind of cool.
we have to have one in every crowd. Hers is really good. This is the good and the bad.
If you guys want to go ahead and take your round cookie, we'll just do it. You can. I didn't have like a tray. Just go ahead and flood it and then use the knife to smooth it around.
Like flood it, like cover it completely?
Yeah, usually not totally. I mean, I'll usually have it about
By
that
the time,
much.
when you spread it.
Yeah, when
with
you
the
spread it
thing.
out with your knife.
So those ones you buy commercially, they're often too much frosting, so how can we keep them down?
And then
Keep going,
the key to
diabetic,
making
okay.
it have a nice edge is to push it. You always want to have enough icing that you're pushing it to the edge. If you start dragging it, then you're going to see where you've dragged it off the edge. But if you're pushing it around, you can usually get pretty smooth. And I still think the little knife spatulas are better. I couldn't find those to get a bunch.
Get a nice.
These are the ones I usually use at home. You can get them straight or you can get them angled. Those are the ones I really like.
the angled one?
I like the angled, I don't know why, I guess it just,
Oh,
maybe it's
so
easier on the
that's
wrist.
what you're, okay,
Yeah.
kind of nice,
That's
okay.
what I usually do. So you look nice and smooth.
Right.
Okay, now that I got that,
And if you've got a crooked edge, you can always come back and clean the edge up with the icing when it's hard, so you just wanna flood it all. And then for the wreath, we're gonna do a wreath one. You can do the line design or the dot, whichever you liked, or half and half and try it out and see.
Just the wreath one?
you're gonna put little,
They look kinda like this.
little lines and little dots.
That way you can try both techniques. Usually we do all one. You do all dots or you do
What are we doing now?
all lines. With
Oh,
your
lines
green.
and dots.
Yeah, we do
Oh,
a different
okay.
cookie, or is this the same one?
The same cookie,
Same
you
cookie,
just
okay.
flooded white, yeah.
Okay, and what are we doing now?
Okay, once you have the dots and the lines on there, I guess you back.
No, well, then it's right there.
Well, aren't I lucky?
If you have a hard time squishing it out, you might need to cut your tiny bit bigger.
See, I'm not over the table again.
Get the screen up there so we can.
I know. So I can hold them up, but I don't want to see.
Okay, next.
Hey, slow down.
Candy canes, you know, like the drip or whatever.
So then you're just gonna drag through all of these and you get instant wreath. The lines you can go through a couple times. It's kind of really neat when you do a couple colors of green. I almost think the lines do better. When we start adding the dots, you'll really tell.
Okay.
So you just draw your line in a total circle, just like you were making a wreath.
Cool.
I'm gonna buy some sugar cookies and do this as a family.
Just to make a whole line.
I'm gonna have to label mine that says reef so they know what it is.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yours is really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's really
Now dots you
cute.
can add now and they'll blend in flat, or you can let it harden just a little bit and you come back and add the dots on top, give them a little more 3D feel.
We can bring that over.
Yeah.
I thought we did dots now.
I feel like I'm really in charge.
She's doing dots, she's talking about dots of, I don't know, whatever that is.
The dots just like in berries.
Think so?
No, scrape through it and make them.
Looks like a spider web.
Yeah, but mine, I guess I didn't do it.
I don't think the
What are you
lines.
supposed to do? How'd yours turn out? Huh? How'd yours turn out?
Oh, yours is
There's a little
good.
lotion in there.
Mine is crazy.
Was that in the bottom of your
Well, I'm
bag?
pitying because Mitchell, there were too many berries that had like a.
Usually see berries in
Tastes
clusters.
good.
Thank you. For a lot of people.
Will we make the items out?
It's supposed to be a reef.
Yeah, you could, but it kind of looks like I'm sorry, it looks nice, but it's not really what I Very white, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
happens?
Mine is probably a little longer on there.
Can I see the berries on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so when you get two colors in there, when you blend it, it looks really neat. Yeah, dark and light, yeah. And the BBs work really nice too.
Some of us out there have really different. And there are no right answers.
Why would you do dots and then lines on one side? Because the lines seem to be better.
Just to see the different techniques.
Oh,
You
that's
pick
right.
one, yeah. You try to do all the same, but that way you could see what you like.
That
to
That turned out really cute.
Yeah, looks nice. I think the lines, when you get them long enough,
I
really
did
pull
going all
nice.
around.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of, like, these were the dots, so they're not quite as.
Oops, I didn't
So
fix
the line, how did you draw them?
I did go, yeah, I went through one way and then went through the other.
I might have to make some of these for Christmas, now that I know how to make a good wreath.
When you make your cookies, do you let their cookies set a while before you frost?
A lot of times these kinds freeze so good that I'll make them early in the week and wrap them real tight and freeze them and then decorate a day or two before somebody's gonna pick them up. So, yeah.
What would you charge for like a dozen?
Depends on the design, but basic swirls kind of start at 22 and then detailed ones start 25 to 28.
Okay.
Some of them take
That's when you're
a lot of
really good.
hours. Yeah. You can spend hours and hours doing a couple dozen, so yeah.
Like your nails?
Have you heard of Carousel Bakery out of Stockton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got her
some
some stuff from her. She's good.
Okay, if you guys want to flood the other white one, we'll try doing the two colors.
I sure would like to lick it off. Where'd you put your done one?
Still on my sheet. All you gotta do is record, don't even gotta do it.
Even those kids.
She's getting paid though, we're not. Could spend hours and hours. It's true, anything. Not when you're gonna eat them. If you're selling them.
I understand why
Do it then either. Didn't think it's got my money.
It's a long way from sugar. I'm getting too much frosting on them.
Okay, if you guys got it flooded, we're just gonna do a line. So if you want a line of swirl, so all I do is usually do a couple dots spread out, one color, and then I'll come back and fill the other color. So it's really simple. It looks like nothing.
Alternating colors.
Nothing. And then you're just gonna swirl them together however you want to pull it. And then you can come back and add, like once it sets, I've added lines, I've added dots. That's a really simple way to do it. And then kind of dripping.
Are we just doing it on half?
Huh? Yeah, just like a stripe of it. And then we'll do a candy cane on the other part.
Just on one side, is what you said?
Yeah, just kind of either one side or a stripe of them. Keep them really simple. Kind of dripping. If you got where you do it a lot, these are tools like I think Hobby Lobby and Walmart both have those. So it's kind of instead of a toothpick, you can. But toothpicks are great. So.
Oh, they're cheap.
Yeah, and you can toss them.
Maybe I have it in my pack. Yeah.
And I do have some sprinkles in there, so sometimes this is a neat place to put just a couple of them. In the little plastic, yeah, like some sprinkles. Huh?
Let's like maybe one or two or three?
Huh?
Oh, you mean there's a few trickles dots?
There's in that little paper cup. There's some more sprinkles.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of blend them together. Okay. And then I come back and add
I
it.
would say this is ice.
You're just supposed to smear them together.
You can just swirl it with any type of thing you wanna do.
Right, true.
Make designs and everything you wanna do.
Oh, that's where the snowman is with the little nose.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you want to drop a couple of the gold sequins in the, or sprinkles, or the red pearls, those look pretty in with the swirl.
Did you just do dots, right?
Yeah. You want to spread them out. So you
This
can
is
see
modern art.
the three colors. You get them all close, it kind of blends into one big.
Hard on your teeth. Right, my tooth on.
I'm going to walk around and show the candy cane. Just to do simple dots, and then we're going to pull it. Okay. If you want to practice that one on the sheet, I do have that one on the sheet. You could run a white
I think I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we're going to pull on both sides of the candy cane. So you do the simple dots.
we're doing a candy cane now? Maybe we are, maybe we are. I think I missed the candy cane.
Yeah, you want to spread them out so you can see a lot of your white.
This was supposed to be the candy cane?
Hmm?
This was supposed to be the candy cane?
You know what you can do with candy cane? Just make a dot on the right side and shoot. You got the white, you don't need white.
Yeah, just dots in the form of a candy cane. Yeah, like I said, like the wreath, you want it to go one way because you got all the lines, but like things that you need all swirled together. Just regular black gel. Dark, it would be like fill that in and make the dots on it. Okay, now if you've got the dots on the candy cane, you're going to run a little tool around the whole thing. You're going to go one side, you're going to drag it, and then you're going to come around and do the other like you're outlining a candy cane. And it'll...
Both sides. Pretty dots. Go like this.
It might not work without the white.
Oh,
We're gonna play with it on the sheet. Okay. Yeah, and then pull like around the top and then come around the inside.
Okay. She's doing short and
You'll just kind of pull on one side and then you like you're outlining it.
Candy cane.
Then they're trying to outline it.
Like you kind of outline it.
It's really cute.
It pulls and it just leaves that white just in
Like
between.
outline on the
Just
floor.
go like on the outside and one piece.
Okay. Just run around the outside of the dots.
I'll run around the outside of dots. Okay, I got that now.
Did you come around the outside and then come back around?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it could be better now, like
She's saying there one.
Yeah, mine just breaks.
Come around the outside.
my dots too close.
Well, I think that's gonna take some work to make it look like. Oh, we
So I put my dots too close, probably.
Yeah, I know. Getting the dot spacing takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah, so I just have a regular cake.
Well, then you don't get back to white. You know how much space you can have.
That's not where it's located.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll know for next time.
Broke you.
That's for the nose.
Don't even look at it.
oh my god.
Married.
Yes.
Yours is good. No. Look, you did what you told you to do.
Turned out quite
I'm
right.
not an artist. Looks just fine. Thank
Is that all
you.
right? Yeah. See, as long as you can see the red and the white in between it, you get it. It's not the bad.
Yeah. we'll make sure it
I was
comes.
hurrying, I read too much.
Yeah, or if you get them too close and it blends, then you come back and just add a little touch of white.
Oh,
Or
okay.
pull your white through there, yeah, pull it through.
Okay.
Add a little bit. Yeah.
That's what counts.
You said add a little bit of white and.
Anybody else?
Yeah, you can either, pull from the side, pull some of that white in, or you can use your little bag and just kind of
Good job,
white.
last one. Taste one of
Carrie, how do you make it not look like a commercial kiss?
I ate it.
Like a what?
Commercial kiss, you know,
Oh,
with my dot on it.
sometimes you have to come back and like a little touch of water, and touch it with your finger if it's leaving a dot.
Push it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looked in the wrong angle. How did you do the candy cane?
You come around the outside and then the inside, just like you were tracing the candy cane.
Oh, you went the inside and the outside. I went to it twice.
Either way, it's
Going
going
to
the
the
same
middle.
way.
There you go.
That's the one over there.
A Rolo and a Reese's and a last night.
Okay, the next one we're gonna do is the snowman, and I got that one prepped, because we're gonna come back and so you can see what lines on top of dried icing gives you like a dimension. So we're gonna take the snowman, and if you clip your black, that's the little paper bag with the black. Snowman, yeah, the little black paper bag. And they are a little different to hold, but no anymore deals.
We're gonna do what, did you say earlier or not?
Okay.
Right.
This is where you can trace around, so if you don't think you outline
Right,
when you
exactly.
ice it, it's smooth enough, this way you can come around and you totally outline what you're doing. I know this is a weird angle. So you can see the dimension of it. And we're gonna come in with a little red band. I probably should have done that first, sorry. Red or green band, whatever you like on the band of a hat. So it kind of gives you that feeling of a hat.
You make a band of a hat, I can't see what she's
This is
doing.
kind of obstructed snowman.
Just a corner.
Yeah.
Need new glasses, Warren.
It's like you can do a lot of
Yeah.
editing since she walks away all the time.
Finish it off.
Is it in there? Oh, it's striped.
We'll have two for that works, it comes in the black.
Candy
Now,
cane.
you wanted to make a zigzag.
Around the outside. I had too
But
many.
see, I don't have, yeah, she said the outside, and that makes sense. I don't have the right.
I
One angle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then we go around it with the black.
Yeah, go around your whole outside with the black. That kind of gives everything a finished look.
You didn't, we didn't get a,
Oh, I'm sorry.
just a line across the,
Yeah.
okay.
And then you can choose however you want to do your face. Big eyes, little eyes.
I don't want to do my ribbon, do it on my hand. I do
Is that what the little nose now?
Yeah, and then the nose you put on little white behind it and stick on the nose.
Do you buy
I didn't want
it
to.
this way?
I did make those. Those are out of Royal. That's what Royal icing gets hard.
Okay.
I didn't want to do another bag for just the nose.
Big eyes.
And the nose you can put.
Mine looks more like a pumpkin. Are these Christmas cookies or Halloween? Mine look more Halloween.
Guess whichever you like.
And you did the mouth too?
Yes. And that's just the dots.
Come on, my black doesn't want to come out.
What'd you say you charge for these? A dozen?
22 to 25 when they start.
Yeah.
It may not stay since it's wet, but that shows the.
How do we get your necklace?
See, that's why I'm not an artist, cause
You did the green band, you can do red dots on there, or add links.
Charcoal for whatever. There you go.
The kids like to pick them off.
Is that right?
Yeah.
oh, yeah, goodness.
This is so
Can I have the scissors, please? Scissors, please? Scissors?
If you want to practice.
Scissors?
You can use the
Oh,
red.
scissors.
On the
Sorry.
page.
Hand her the scissors.
I know, smile face.
Can you get them?
Oh, the stretch. I needed it.
I just cut mine off, wait, every one of them too far down.
Live and learn. This is just That's what they say about cooking.
I tried to do a bow and it didn't come out right.
Bows are hard because they lean on each
I
other.
know
Yeah.
you're a little funny, but I'll do it.
I got some more. Yes.
That is a good recipe.
My whole thing is funny, so it would've been all right. Thank you.
The cookies, I haven't tasted.
Oh, that's what you usually work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, use your.
Come on, it's gonna be a shit.
Yeah.
There's a hole in there, but it won't come out.
I tried to do a bow but it didn't come out.
No, it'll be too big.
That way, if you don't want to buy a lot of cookie cutters, you can use a glass for the round or a square, and you can put,
Oh, yeah.
you know, any. You don't have to have a round one for a snowman or a snowman shape to do a snowman, or kind of gives you a different look. Gingerbread men are cute on the squares too. Doing their faces. Do a drip.
Unhappy snowman?
He feels bad, that's his tongue.
What about a drip of gingerbread brownies? What did you mean?
Like a drip where his head was seen.
She goes along that way.
Little eyes, white, like you see like a gingerbread.
Kind of like
Have to go on.
I know.
Pinterest, they got lots of weird gingerbread designs.
So it drips kind of like a line?
Yeah, kind of like his names.
Oh, like your.
Yeah.
Keep. How about that?
Got to,
Too big
because
for
it's
one.
I did.
You push it and it stops and it's, you try to pick it up and it keeps pulling out.
Mine is, I mine.
Then the last one was a snowflake.
Okay, which way does it go?
Just whichever way you want the nose.
Yeah, that was just a taste.
You can put it in, if you want it, you put it on.
This one I did blue so you could see, and I could move it around. But, you guys can do white, or I guess if you want to do any other color.
It doesn't lie down?
Well,
No,
you
there
can do
isn't.
it that or you can have it sticking out.
We'll be doing some lines and
Take it
a
home.
little drop.
Now we have to see it.
So instead of the blue, what should we
Just do a
use?
white, yeah.
Oh, okay. White, and then, oh, that's cool, and use.
That's right, so that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can flood it, or we can just do lines on there, because they'll probably sink in.
I think they're good when they're, we can't take them home because I don't have enough to sell everybody else, so we have to eat them here.
Good supper. On Weight Watchers.
I got it.
What you want us to do with the snowflake?
Waiting for her to come around.
Yeah. Well, you're doing, I think we're flooding it with white again.
Yeah, 'cause she has blue, which we don't have.
So that's what the lines here practice
Is that
those.
what those are?
Yeah. You can flood it or you can just do lines straight on it. This one I went and I did a blue base and then come back when it hardens and do the white.
So Do you, pull through like you did on these, or you
I
just
do
draw
have
it
one
on?
that's pulled through.
Could we see that one, sir?
Yeah. That's like the pulled through lines, and then that's the.
I don't know.
How do you get it to come out so clean of dots?
Here, just a minute, let me see.
Those take a little bit of practice to get the dots right, you get the right size and.
Take a lot
Put
of
'em up, yeah.
practice.
Yeah, like this one was done wet on wet, like. So you just put lines across
Bags.
everything, and then you pull them all to the center.
Okay, and then this one here is
This one,
drawn
yeah.
on.
That one is beautiful.
Oh.
Does Dylan sew those?
Your lines go which way?
I kind of went across like that and pulled everything out from the middle.
See, I like her snowman better one, but. Like band
But the line, the last thing on the sheet there kind of has lines and, I don't know
I
what
like
the
your
other things are
snowman.
called, they're almost like a
Ooh.
teardrop, you just put a dot and pull it. So those work really good, because on the cookie, you can just come
Different,
through and
isn't it?
line everything and then just follow your line. And it looks
Yours
neat,
is
with lots
cute,
of dots,
too.
lines, whatever you do on it.
I think
snowflakes
everybody
look
needs
neat,
to
and then
deviate a
it'll
little. You don't have to put it exactly like the next person.
Right. Hey, we're just gonna eat a minute.
How long will it take you to?
Well, I think it'd be fun to decorate, I decorate.
To stack on
cookies
each
with my
self,
grandkids.
I
like
usually do
it.
3 or 4 hours at least, or I'll,
So when
you
we
know,
take
let
them
them
home,
sit
they're all gonna
overnight.
be.
A lot of times if you wrap them back up, these don't have to be chilled, which is nice, but they do need wrapped up, so. You wanna keep them nice, yeah.
A nice saran wrap?
Keep them saran wrap or a box, or I even have people have trash bags around a box, Ziplocs.
Saran wrap doesn't stick to it.
Not that if you've got it like in something and you can saran wrap the top, but I almost think the trash bag works the best because you can.
No, I'm gonna do dots.
And it fits everything,
Right.
yeah.
So what kind of frosting is this?
This is a cream cheese icing.
cream cheese?
I like it because it does have a little better taste. It takes a little
has
bit to
taste.
dry. Yeah, it has a taste. And you can make it thin, you can make it thick.
And so what's this, thin or thick or?
That's on the thinner side. If you get it too thin, they do tend to run off the sides, which some people like that look, or you've seen people where they'll dip it in like this. I don't think that usually ever works very easy when it's messy. But just like that. Yeah. If you just start with your lines, then you
Yeah.
can kind of start adding the dots or, kind of look. And about anything with the dots, the lines, all those, you do want the thicker icing. And even if you start and it's too thin, it's worth it to
Mine's so
add more
big, I
powdered
take
sugar and make
little
it nice and
dots.
thick.
So the royal icing that people use,
Oh,
is
it's just
that
a line.
easy to use, or?
It is, I mean,
good
you can
on-
make it thick and thin too. It has to beat up a while. It takes a while when you mix it.
Okay.
It's like one of those things that, like 6, 7 minutes, it seems like forever.
Oh, really?
But you do have to keep it in a container right away. Like I said, you wanna keep a wet towel around the tips of all your bags. For this, you don't have to wash it. The ends will harden, the frosting hardens.
The white
Now,
is
is
thinner
it
than
hard
the
to
red
eat?
green, right?
Yeah, than the other two right now.
Is the royal icing really hard? I've heard that people use them to decorate, like sugar eggs to
Yeah,
decorate.
cause it gets
and
really,
it's-
really hard.
Yeah, and so, how hard is it to eat then?
I mean, the little nose on the snowman is a royal. so-
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you had it thick, it probably would be kind of hard and crunchy,
lines
but
or
most of the time it's on there
Whatever
thin
you
enough.
want, you can drag it.
How do you do the
Okay.
frozen
She was making me dots.
Okay. You draw your lines across.
Oh, this roll it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you'd want them going across each thing and then drag them either all in the middle or from the middle out.
Come show me, like dots all the way that way?
Yeah, or across your tip, I guess is what it's called. Do them across there, and then when you pull them, you'll pull a line from here all the way out with your toothpick. And then sometimes people go back and you'll do
Will
something
you-
on top. Huh?
Would you come here?
Yeah.
I kind of do my own thing.
It makes sense what you're saying, but
know what I
it's
did.
not
Yeah.
going in my head. Okay.
Yeah, this, you probably just dot your lines across, and then you would drag it through.
Oh, yeah.
You already got a line there, so
Oh, yeah.
you can drag. And then these dots will look nice.
So that's what you did, is you
on that
rug
one, yeah.
instead of
He
hiding
was
it
showing
in there. Okay, so
This one you could maybe come across.
No, I think I'm gonna
That
try
would
to
be
draw.
pretty if you had a heater. Just make a dots on it.
Yeah, usually you can cut lines across this way.
that way, and then like,
From the middle out or all of the
right. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's the way I planned it, that's right. Nobody's doing it now.
But I should go here.
Whoa. All of a sudden.
You need some more paper towel?
You know what would really be.
Worst of my grandkids.
Anybody else need some more?
Just lick it off.
Yeah.
I think I should have done that.
Yeah, so you need a good swirl.
I like that.
Don't
Sometimes a
be
little
those
pull,
to
just get
Timothy,
that
'cause
tiny
you
bit
can
of
break
color,
the
or
tooth on
if it's thick, then you're in the
those.
middle
Really
of
hard
it.
things.
Anybody else
I
need
should have
maybe?
done to break my.
Oh, yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, that didn't come out so straight. Yeah. It's backwards with that. Instead of going around, I go backwards and it's like, went the wrong way.
More of this within the word system.
That looks pretty, dude. I like the way it did. It looked like it came out, you know, kind of went out to the side.
That's pretty.
It was like, loop,
I like it.
like
That's what I really like
leaves.
Yeah, you can move it all up and down.
She gave him a red scarf and it
Yeah.
looked like she had it.
Then also we said, Well, it's amazing when you look at it this direction, you'll see something, and you turn it upside down, it's like, oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't work.
My nose is literally the best part of myself.
You don't need your box to close. It's a solid red.
You got little stuff, a snowflake and a little cats on his hat. Cute.
Sounds
We
like.
tried.
Like that.
Just don't hire me because it won't work. The library has these extra boxes, so if you guys wanted to do something with them, if you don't mind.
You mean pile of, stack them up where we're not supposed to this early?
Probably not, no. Or you end up with a big cookie sandwich. But yeah, for ideas, when you get colors or you're wanting a certain theme, Pinterest is like amazing. You find so many ideas. Sometimes it's hard to whittle them down. And a lot of them have so many demos now. So if you've got your stuff out and you can follow a demo, it's a lot easier than just watching it and thinking you can remember.
Yeah. You mean they have demos on Pinterest?
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't type it.
Like with the person leaving?
Some of them, yeah, some of them, a lot of them roll over to TikTok and do them, and they take a while, and some of them are just a quick show, 2 seconds.
You gotta spend time on Pinterest.
Yeah, it's kind of a, you get stuck down the rabbit hole. You're on there a while.
You want to just get rid of this? Or do you want to say?
No, I mean, you can take them or we can crash it.
I'll eat it. You want it?
Take them home, you want
I don't
it.
want it. Get a sugar
We used to make the graham crackers with all the leftover frosting on it.
Yeah, I love frosting. I'll put
You can eat it without.
Yeah. Oh, my husband does.
What are you doing over there? Nothing?
Yeah. But it's all over his face.
See that on America's Funniest Home Videos? Little kids have all of that.
No, I didn't think
I didn't. No, no.
You can get these, and it's a loaded pin full of the glitter, but it can overdo the glitter too, so you have to come back. And
I never like coming down.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I always have glitter everywhere.
What are those called?
This is a pin. It's a sugar art. It's a, I don't know if it has a specific name. It uses the dust. I mean, these here, edible glitter sprays is what they're called.
Okay.
The place that is gonna-
Where do you get those?
Walmart has a lot of these, and Hobby Lobby. Now they got a lot more colors. There's some blues, pinks. They're all really light. If you go online, you can get every color of the rainbow, dark, light.
Probably Amazon.
Yeah.
Is that the